Title: Russia's got aim. Blood transfusion center gets sapped, days after tanker attack in the Black Sea. TLDR: Moscow's forces strike a Ukrainian blood transfusion center after Russia claimed Ukraine attacked a Russian tanker in the Black Sea. Is this a coincidence, or a strategically planned response? And what does this escalation mean for the crisis at sea? Disclaimer: the following article is a summary of recent events and should not be interpreted as investment advice, health recommendations, or any form of professional guidance. A what goes around, comes around scenario, or a meticulously plotted escalation. The question lingers as Moscow's military forces make a move, launching a strike against a blood transfusion center in Ukraine. This comes just days after Russia's accusation against Ukraine for attacking a Russian tanker in the Black Sea, an event that now marks the second sea drone attack in 2 days. How does one strike connect with the other, and what's the real motive here? Blood centers and tankers, an unlikely connection? You might be thinking, what does a blood transfusion center have to do with a tanker in the Black Sea? And you'd be right to wonder, because the connection between the two isn't immediately clear. But in the world of political chess, every move can mean something. The blood center strike, while not causing immediate loss of life, has profound implications for medical care in the region. With tensions already boiling, could this be a warning shot or a tactical move? Meanwhile, the attacks on the Russian tanker, supposedly carried out by Ukrainian forces, hint at a deeper and ongoing conflict at sea. 2 drone attacks in 2 days? Coincidence or deliberate escalation? Navigating the high seas of conflict. The Black Sea has become a battleground of sorts, and these recent events add more fuel to the fire. With each side accusing the other of aggression, the lines of conflict blur, and the situation grows more complex. Are these tit-for-tat strikes a show of strength or a cry for attention? And what will it take to steer these troubled waters back towards peace? Turned Up questions. At Turned Up News, we're all about stirring the pot and asking the questions others might shy away from. So here's what's on our minds. Is Russia's strike on the blood transfusion center a calculated response to the tanker attacks, or is it an unrelated and coincidental act? How are these strikes influencing international relations, and what's next for the Black Sea region? Conclusion: your move, reader. With every move on the international stage, new questions emerge, and the stakes continue to rise. What seems random might be strategic, and what appears calculated might be a bluff. So now, over to you. What's your take on these strikes and counterstrikes, and how do you see this playing out in the coming weeks? Is this a mere game of political poker, or are we witnessing a seismic shift in global relations? Get your thoughts together, because we want to hear from you. What's the endgame here, and where do you think this rollercoaster of conflict is headed?